Hello lovely people, and a very belated happy Valentine's Day, because it's Valentine's Day today, but I know it's going to be irrelevant as usual once this eventually goes up. So I've been wanting to test out some of the new makeup that I have purchased recently in some hauls and stuff like that, and I thought it'd be a really good time to include a little bit of skincare as well, because I've had a few new skincare items that I've been bringing into my collection, and I thought, you know, makes sense. So in terms of the skincare part of the video, I'm going to do like a first impressions, and then I'll probably come back and do either a dedicated review or include my sort of final thoughts after using it for about 3 weeks, a month, in a vlog or something like that. So keep your eyes peeled. These are my initial thoughts. It's the same for the makeup as well, but usually with makeup my mind doesn't change too drastically. You know what I mean? But with skincare, obviously, it takes a little while to see what it's actually doing for your skin. So the one that I wanted to try out today is Kylie Skin. So I got a little travel set with 4 of her products. So it's got the foaming face wash, the face moisturizer, the vitamin C serum, and the vanilla milk toner. Okay, so let's see. I guess I'm gonna get these out and give it a try. This is my skin at the moment. I am in front of a mirror, so it might be a bit washed out, but I've got a couple of spots come up. Maskne, not severely bad thankfully, but I definitely am getting a lot of, you know, raised bumps and stuff around my mouth area where I've been wearing my mask. And my skin is usually I'd say it's sensitive. Oily combination, again around the T-zones it's usually oily, and then kind of normal everywhere else. But I've been noticing more in these winter months, particularly, you know, end of January coming into February, it's been really dehydrated. Like, I've woken up with my skin sort of screaming at me, and when I do my skincare at night I feel like I really have to slather on my serum, which I finished now, and I didn't want to put in another serum because I wanted to try what was in here. So yeah, my skin's feeling really kind of just dry, especially up here, which is funny because my boyfriend said a similar thing, that his forehead up here just feels dry and almost like spotty, and mine does as well. So there's that. So let's go in with this. Let me just quickly get it in order of how to use it, and we'll try it. Okay, so I think I've got them in a somewhat correct order. They feel like either, yeah, really hard plastic or glass. Like these ones almost feel ceramic, which is nice. They've got a lot of, they feel nice, if you know what I mean. And to be honest, the sizes aren't too bad. I wouldn't feel guilty giving it away. But at the same time the price was still like £45 or whatever, so maybe I would if I didn't like it. So anyway, this is the Kylie Skin foaming face wash, and it just says to apply to wet skin and gently massage in circular motions and rinse thoroughly with warm water. So let's do that. I've got to say, that actually felt really like soft. The foaming texture of it was quite soft to rub in. I felt like I was hydrating my skin, and when I rinse it off it almost makes like a fizzy, like you can feel the bubbles, the foam dissolving, which is quite fun. My skin definitely feels like I need actual moisture into it, but it doesn't feel super bad, and it actually feels quite soft, which I don't know, I guess I'm surprised at. Sorry, I'm just draining the sink. So I'm just going to grab a cotton pad to do the toner. The application advice for the toner just says, after cleansing skin with the foaming face wash, squeeze a small amount onto a cotton pad and sweep across the skin. So let's do that. Again, by the way, the packaging I really quite enjoy. This baby pink like aesthetic is adorable, and honestly perfect for Valentine's Day, which today is. So let's squeeze a little bit. Oh, it might have a stopper. Yep. Anything that says like milky. That's like my trigger word, like in a good way. Like I like the sound of that. Also the smell of the foaming face wash was fresh. I don't think it's heavily perfumated, but yeah, also the more I'm talking, yeah, I can definitely feel like I need actual moisture. So anyway, let's see what this toner is like. Ooh, super milky. Not that you'd be able to tell much of a difference because I've got a white cotton pad, but let's do this. Yeah, definitely, like, so the toners that I tend to go for before are usually like more astringent, so think like witch hazel and that sort of stuff. So it is like a clear liquid, but as I say, I do like the idea of milky stuff, so this is all that I'm going with. This is quite a nice texture actually, and this one smells a little bit more fragranced. I can't quite tell what it is. It just smells like nice soap, I guess you'd say. I'm not sure what the actual fragrance is, but it smells pleasant. It doesn't feel like overwhelming for me. Yeah, I feel like this is getting into the skin quite nicely. As I say, I quite like the texture, and I quite like how it's like gliding over the skin. And that's the dirt that's come off on my face. Gross. The next two stages I reckon are interchangeable, but I sort of did it in the order that I would do it. So I feel like with an actual serum, now I don't know, because if I use a heavy night serum, I would use that oil or whatever last, and like my moisturiser before that. But I feel like this is actually more of a liquidy serum, so maybe I would use that before my actual moisturiser, because then the moisturiser is a thicker consistency. I might be wrong, but this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use the serum next, and this is the vitamin C serum, and it just says apply a single pump each morning and evening to the face. That's good that I've got that, so maybe I will just swap it out and put this last, depending on what the consistency is like right now. But as I say, I usually have like a serum for night, so I'm glad this is like interchangeable for both night and day. This is the sort of pump we've got here. Again, I just like the manufacturing of the design. So let's, a single pump. Okay, let's see how far that goes. Can always add more. Again, it's got like a light scent. Oh no, this one smells a bit more musky. I wonder why they all have different scents. This one literally smells like earthy and quite woody. How strange. Has anybody else noticed that? Like why they smell different? A pump's not going to do it for me. I feel like I need a few more. Oops. Especially for my neck and that, so. Okay, now it feels like I've got too much. Oops. This smells really, really nice actually. It just smells like herbally and earthy. Almost like it could tingle, so I'll let you know if I get any kind of weird feeling. But it smells really nice. I am noticing though, as I'm using the products, my nose around here is getting kind of sensitive, like it feels a little bit stingy. Everywhere else, so far, feels fine. It's just the little crevices around there is getting a little bit irritated almost. So I have to keep an eye on that and let you guys know in that review follow up, whether it's in a vlog or separately as a review, how that works out. I didn't put any notes, I haven't written any notes for how these are feeling, so I'm just going to have to come back to the video and watch it when I do want to do like a follow-up, but hey ho, that's fine. And then lastly, we have the face moisturiser, and this one just says apply to face and neck as desired. So let's try that. Got another little hygiene seal thing, whatever it's called. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting such a thick texture to come out like that. But let's see how that goes. It's quite malleable though when you rub it between your hands. Okay, this one's back to that kind of fresh, soapy kind of scent. I don't know if it's just my nose that's making it like smelling different things. And to be honest, I know I said it's a kind of light fragrance as I go along. The more I put on, the more I feel like the fragrance is a bit strong. So although I like the scent, because I'm building up different layers with like seemingly different fragrances or variants, it does feel like it's getting a bit like too much now. But this feels nice on my skin. Got eyelash going in there. Ooh. So this is the skin afterwards. As you can see, I'm a little bit red around here, but I am, like, my skin kind of goes red. As I said, sensitive skin kind of goes red. Sorry, excuse my dry lips, I'll put lip balm on in a minute. I go red anyway when I'm like touching it and stuff, so. But it feels nice. I feel like I've got some hydration in there. It doesn't feel incredibly dry or anything like that. I feel moisturised. I feel clean. I've just got to keep an eye on that nose area where it feels like it's a bit more sensitive than the rest of the skin. So yeah, so far so good. I'm just a bit confused, as I keep saying, with the different scents, and as you build on with the products, the scent gets stronger because you're like layering it up. So yeah, maybe sensitive to smell people. Wait, people that are sensitive to smell might not like that, and it might become an issue for me. Although originally I liked it, it just feels like it's getting a bit too strong now. But the terms of the packaging and the quality, I like it so far. I know you can't get too much of a big grasp for a first impression for skincare, but so far so good. We'll just have to see how it goes over the coming weeks. So yeah, the next clip you'll see will be a makeup one, but I really need to charge up my camera first, so it might be a little bit later. Hello, so I am back. It is probably like past, I feel like it's on its way to 1 o'clock now. I might be wrong. So basically my products have sunk into my skin and everything like that now, and I'm ready to do my makeup. I've just got a bit of base product on, just for the things I wasn't going to show in this video. But yeah, I put like a primer on still, but my skin felt nice from the skincare earlier. Just a little update there. So as you guys may or may not be aware, I did a sort of John Lewis and Next haul and some other various things, and I bought quite a few bits of makeup for, I really don't even know why, and so I wanted to come here and do a little bit of a testing video for those things. So I've got a few items out of that stack that I am going to use now. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is the Benefit Brow Micro Filling Pen. This one says that it creates the illusion of natural brow hair with 3 ultra fine lines in a single stroke. It's designed to blend in with existing hairs. It fills in gaps, and it makes brows appear where before there were none. It's a 24-hour long wear, waterproof, smudge proof, easy to apply, and natural looking. So let's see how this applied. It's going to be a bit awkward. I know I'm going to be a bit out of focus, so if you see like underwear and shit hanging up, hopefully not actual shit, just underwear anyway. But I'll try my best to keep you guys viewing in frame, shall we say. I've got the shade Deep Brown. I feel like this is the first time I've been aware, because I use a lot of their brow products. Like, let me just grab what I have to hand. I really like Benefit's brow products. But I think this is the first time I've noticed that they don't have the number instead of that shade name, because I usually go for number 5, which I'd assume is similar to Deep Brown, but I've never actually seen that title. Do you know what I mean? So this is how it looks. It's got these like 3 little prongs, like so. And I'm just gonna, I guess, I didn't know if you had to like screw it up or what. I'm assuming maybe shake it? I don't know. I'm assuming it's gonna be like a pen. I didn't know. I thought it'd have like a twisty twist or something, but yeah, for the ease of this part of the video, I'm just going to bring my mirror to me, so hopefully you guys can still see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, it definitely just feels like a pen. I don't usually use pens on my brows. Don't know if I've ever used one before actually. So this will be interesting.
Laid on the carpet, eye to eye, glistening. No, I saw it. I saw it. You're golden, honestly, you know it.
So I feel like this one's a little bit of a fail. It doesn't have as much pigment as I was expecting it to have. Like, it's super inky. Let me just show you on the back of my hand. Like, it's really inky. I was hoping it would have more of a payoff, but I almost feel like I should like draw my brows on underneath and then use this to fill in, but then I feel like that's beside the point because it's supposed to give you like a micro pen micro needle brow effect, right? So you shouldn't have to go to all that effort, but what I'm getting is just like a faint bit of colour, wetness to my eyebrow. It's like super subtle, and the fact that it says that you end up having like brow hair where before there was none, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because my tails are very sparse and curly. Well, they're not even sparse, they're just curly, so it looks like there's not a lot of tail to them, and they're still kind of gappy, if you can see that. So yeah, I mean, I'll have to try this in conjunction with eyebrow pencils and then go over with this, but I just feel like that's just like not the point. I don't know. Fortunately, I'm not very impressed with this one. It was a bit of a gamble when I purchased it, because I'm not usually into these sort of pen products. Like, I much prefer pencil or like a pomade sort of thing. But yeah, this isn't. I feel like my brows are going to look very underwhelming amidst the eyeshadow, and I don't think this is really the vibe I was hoping for. It just feels like the prongs themselves feel dry. Like, I can feel liquid coming out, but it's just not as effective as I'd have hoped. Maybe it'd be nice just on the tips, like the front parts, but nah, I'm gonna have to use something else for the main body and hope I can sort of salvage it. But yeah, I'd have to play around with this some more, but so far I'm not very impressed, which sucks because Benefit's, like, I love them, it's one of my faves, but this isn't it for me. So bear with me whilst I just go over with my trusty Precisely My Brow pencil and just sort of fix up the ends and see if I can try and keep it somewhat natural like that pen, but have a bit more shape. Okay, so I've just kind of left it like that. I've gone for a more natural brow. I've not brought the pencil all the way in. I've literally just done the tail ends just to give it a bit more shape, as I was saying. But yeah, disappointed in this one. I'll give it a go again. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, so I am now gonna do some eyeshadow. So I've got a new palette which I'm really excited for. I'm just going to pop some of this on. This is just my Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define concealer. I'm just going to dab a little bit on each eyelid. This will be a good test today because I'll be going to Leon Sea just for like a little winter walk for Valentine's Day. And I'm imagining it's going to be icier up there and colder, so see how this makeup lasts. And if I remember, I want to come back and try this new makeup remover that I got like a couple months ago from Harrods Beauty in the store. It was like a sample that I got from my purchases. It's when I was buying the Kylie Skin stuff. I've just not really worn enough makeup to warrant trying it of late, so I might include that at the end of this video if I remember. Okay, so next up is the palette. So I got two palettes in that haul that I was talking about, but I want to try this one. This is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend Superior Pigmentation Easier to Blend palette. I don't know why I read those bits out, but it's super sleek. I like the little outer sleeve. I've never tried anything from Zoeva before, so this will be really exciting actually. Let me just pop these up there because I'm making a bit of a mess as I go. Yeah, it's really nice gold and brown kind of vibe. It's giving me kind of sultry, kind of natural vibes. So let's see. With super ingredients, it's selected with love for the taste of temptation. Interesting. The little slip of paper has its little name on it, not that you can see. Just a sheet to protect it. And these are the colours. So it's a lot of warm earthy tones with a few like pops of cool shades, like this Delicate Acidity is kind of cool, I would say, and Sweeter End, I think. Those are some shimmers. So let's get started. I think under the brow bone and stuff it makes sense if I go in with Bitter Start, sorry, which is this shade here. It's looking more white on camera. It's really not. It's kind of like a cream, like a bonish colour. Let me move my mirror over here. Again, I'm going to be facing this way, so I do apologise. Hopefully you can see somewhat. Excuse the mess as usual. So that's actually a really nice kind of just basic shade, something that you could pop all over the eyelids, something like that, but I'm happy with it just under the brow bone, just for a little, like a clean lift. So after that I'm going to go in with, I want to try as many colours as possible, and they're all kind of similar in terms of shade, like that's the sort of vibe of this palette, so I think I could get away with trying quite a few. So we're going to go in next with Substitute for Love. This sounds like a kind of Valentine's palette, to be honest. Yeah, Substitute for Love and Freshly Toasted. I'll probably pop that one more in the main sort of crease and that one a little bit just under. I'm still using the same kind of fluffy brush. I might switch out to a more denser packed brush just to kind of add intensity with a slightly deeper shade, but you'll see as I go along. The colours are laying down at the minute. They're super like kind of soft, like I do get a lot of kickback in the pan, and they're very soft to apply, so I've got to be careful to try not to over blend. They're not as like these browner shades, the Substitute for Love and the Freshly Toasted, aren't as pigmented as I would have liked in terms of like the price point, because this is a slightly higher end palette, I believe. But they're looking really nice and earthy. I feel like this would actually be a fantastic everyday work palette if you wear makeup to work. I know a lot of us that are more office based in their jobs aren't really going anywhere, so but even if you need to like Zoom calls and stuff like that, I feel like this is a nice thing to just throw on the eyes, even just like this and then a bit of mascara. But I am going to continue on and use some of the shimmers. So to be honest, there is only like 3 mattes in here, so I feel like you can't do a lot of variety in terms of crease work in different shades. I feel like even though you've got a few different choices in terms of shimmer, I feel like overall a lot of the time the look might come across as samey. But as I say, again, I knew that this was going to be like a chill palette when I got it, like I could see the colours. So let's just carry on. So I'm gonna go in with like a flat kind of shader brush, and I'm applying a shimmer. Which one should I go for? I think I want to go for Warm Notes, which is this lovely blush pink. That's the one that's just standing out to me, to be honest. And then I think I might top it gently, maybe on the edge, with Delicate Acidity, which is that kind of cool tone. You can't really see on here, but it's a bit of I want to almost call it a duochrome, but not quite, because it looks like it's got a cool brown base or like a purpley base, but there's like flicks of silverish shade in there. So I'm going to see how that looks paired together on the lid. It picks up nice. Like, these looking promising, the shimmers. I'm hoping they are outstanding. Okay, I'm gonna say it now. The shimmers are by far superior. Like, the way they glisten and shine, again, I am by a window, so I'm really sorry if it is washing out, but they are super pretty. I've done a kind of halo eye. Yeah, the mattes they're alright. They're interchangeable with other palettes, honestly. They're pretty basic, and I think this is why they've got more shimmers than mattes, because the shimmer formula are super pretty. Really, really nice. Okay, so it might be a bit overkill, but I don't know when else I'm going to get a chance to test this. But I wanted to try the Urban Decay before I go in with the inner corner highlight, before I forget to use this. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, which is the very famous product that everyone loves. It says only good vibes and good makeup this holiday. I guess it's a holiday packaging. Set your look with this limited edition All Nighter Setting Spray ornament. Our award-winning microfine mist locks in makeup for up to 16 hours, so you can party all night long. Our vegan formula does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproducts. So let's get into this. Yeah, I've never tried this before, so very excited to see how it is. And I mentioned a bit more about my experience of setting spray, and I don't often use them and stuff in that haul, I think, if you're interested. So yeah, I've heard nothing but rave reviews, so I'm just hoping it's not sticky, because stickiness is, I know it helps, but my face feels weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's all in like these lines, so let's hope it's not that sticky on this one. Spray it. Okay. Oh, okay. When they said ultra fine micro mist, they were not lying. That feels so nice. It feels like my Morphe one, that continuous setting spray, but it's finer. Yeah, I'm gonna put a bit more on, sorry. And it smells nice too, and yeah, it leaves my skin, I feel, feeling fresh. So far, I'll wait till it dries down. I've obviously got to do the rest of my makeup, but it doesn't feel like it's pulling stickiness into my crevice. That sounded weird. I like it, and even the excess that have fallen on my hand, it doesn't feel like weird, which is a good sign. It just is. So yeah, let's continue on with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna do a little inner shimmer moment, but I'm not sure, there's only one that's kind of light enough to do that, and that's Sweeter N, so I guess we're just gonna go in with that one. And even still, that's a bit kind of dark. I think that's really pretty. It's kind of subtle and glowy. I imagine you can build it up. If I was to directly put the setting spray on the brush, that would probably work. So just final thoughts for the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. It's pretty. I almost feel like it could be a staple for like an everyday work product. You can get some really nice like intensity with the shimmers and stuff, so it's a very versatile one. I do feel like the mattes aren't as impressive as I would have liked, again at this price point, but the shimmers almost make up for that. But really, I feel like they should be on par with each other, because the shimmers do kind of like knock it out of the park, whatever the saying is. But yeah, I'm happy to have tried this, to have got this. I will probably make a lot of use of this, you know, in day to day when I'm going to the shops on the weekend or whatever, and when things open a bit more. If I just want something a bit chill, I've got this palette, and I'm quite happy with that. So I'm now going to go back to Urban Decay, and I'm going to try out their Perversion mascara. Again, I've never tried this before. This is a volumizing mascara, and it says Perversion lashes are bigger, blacker, badder, so intense you might need a safe word. Perversion mascara glides on and gets you revved up with each stroke. It won't quit when you say when. Oh my god. That is very sexual. Our super creamy lengthening and volumizing mascara coats each lash with triple black pigments and a nourishing blend of ingredients for bigger, blacker, badder lashes. I am intrigued. I am intrigued. For mascara, usually, I just think it's a really weird thin tube, but for mascara, usually I like something that's very separating, and lengthening. So we'll see how this combines length and volume. It's interesting when products like that claim to do both, because I always feel like it has to be one or the other. Yeah, so just had a cup of tea. So let's get it out. It honestly looks like it should be a not lip liner, eyeliner kind of pen. kind of product, but this is how that brush looks. Wow, that's quite, yeah, I can see how it's going to be volumizing. Right, let's not coat my blue strands. Let's have a go. Oh, I'm definitely getting some of that length already. The product feels like drier than I'm used to. I usually like quite a wet mascara, so I guess that's gonna help with the volume, but so far I'm only really kind of getting length. I don't know if you kind of have to build up, but I don't really like building up my lashes so much. I don't like the feel of like too much product. It feels heavy and it always hits against my glasses, but I mean, it's really like getting the product through, which is nice. See how it looks on the bottom lashes. Back up the top. Okay. So this is a little comparison between the two eyes. I do feel like my eye looks wider open on this one, if you can see. And then this is how that looks. Yeah, like it's definitely lengthened. I mean, I don't know about the thickness. It feels, as I keep saying, it feels dry, like it's gonna add volume, but I can only really see length at the minute. Let me just do that real quick. This is how it looks. I mean, I really like the results. I think it looks really pretty, but again, I can't see much volume build up, and I feel like it's one that's going to dry out really quick. Like, it already feels like it's already been opened and used, which is strange. I hope it hasn't, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's already like you've been using it for a while and it's got that sort of thickened texture, but I just can't see that thickness translate to the eye. But I do like this. I'm glad to have tried it. It's funny though, because I usually think that like tester travel size products are better, because I guess there's less of it and it's less time for it to go bad. Do you know what I mean? But this one, I'm undecided. So far we've had a bit of a mixed bag. Like, I like the results of this, but I can't see all the claims that it's claiming, if you know what I mean. So the last product for this video is lip product, and it is the Lime Crime Plushies Soft Focus Lip Veil in Cola. I'm quickly just going to chuck a white eyeliner in my waterline and do my lip liner. Okie dokie. It smells kind of, I don't know, it smells like it's nice, but I can also smell chemicals. It's really bizarre. And it's an interesting, so the packaging itself is really cute. I like the design. The dough foot, like the stem, I like how clear it is, but the dough foot itself is much smaller than I'm used to these days. But let's give it a go. It looked really streaky when I tried it out on my hand, and I know it's supposed to be like a light swash of colour, but I'm hoping it doesn't look streaky on the lips. I can hear the dough foot go across my lip, which is weird. I feel like this would be a nice product to do those popsicle lips with. Quite nice. I like the colour. It's kind of like a terracotta brown, and I like, for now, before it fully dries, so I'll have to let you know, for now it feels quite comfortable on the lips, like it feels nice, so I like that. I like the colour. Doesn't appear too streaky on the lips. We'll see again as I talk, you know, when it dries. So to wrap up this video, these are the products I tried. A few, not hits and misses necessarily, but a few things that I was a little bit disappointed in. The major one being that eyebrow product. The others you know, this one's okay, it's decent. I'm happy to have got it. I really like the shimmers in it. And the mascara, I like the results. It doesn't do all that it claims, but the kind of real winners, really, I would say, are the setting spray. I like the feel of that. It doesn't feel sticky. I can feel I've got something on my skin, but it doesn't feel like tight and hard, you know. And the lip veil so far I'm really liking as well. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, or if you have any other suggestions for what I could get, what I might like. So it is around 11 PM now, and I wanted to try this makeup remover that I got as like a little sample when I was in Harrods, as I was saying earlier, and I thought I'd include it in this video. It is the Hydra Life Triple Impact Makeup Remover Cleanse, Soothe and Beautify by Dior. We didn't end up going to Leon because the train services weren't running. Should have looked into that. But we did have a brisk kind of cool walk around. It's very windy, and the makeup has had a lot to work up to, of course, wearing like masks and stuff. It just is an eye and brow makeup remover, but I'm gonna use it all over my face. It looks like it's one of those separate things that kind of you have to mix together. It doesn't have a scent. Oh, kind of has a scent maybe. I wasn't actually expecting it to look blue. So I guess let's see how this removes. So I've taken this eye off, half of this face and my lipstick and eyebrow, and I think it removes quite well. Like, this is all the makeup that's on it so far. It's got a nice, yeah, it's definitely a separation because it feels kind of oilier than I was expecting. So let me just quickly do the other, like the rest of my face. I don't know why that looks really red. I haven't got a spot, I don't think. But I'm quite impressed with that. Like, it feels really nice on my skin. Like, my skin doesn't feel dry. I could just leave it there, but I am going to go in just so I can get more of an opinion with the Kylie Skin and continue with that as the rest of my skincare. I'll just go in with like the toner and serum and moisturizer. Hey guys, so I was going to do a separate video for this, but I thought I've yet to edit the actual main bulk of the video. I might as well just add a little clip on with the update. So in terms of the Kylie Skin products, it's been about four and a half weeks or so since I actually originally did the first impression half of this video. 3 out of the 4 products are finished now, so I thought I would come and give you kind of my final thoughts for the products and the skincare line of the brand. So the foaming facial wash I adored. It feels very soft, it lathers really nice, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped or dry or anything like that. The vanilla milk toner I adored. It felt so like lightweight but creamy at the same time, and my skin drank it up. The vitamin C serum, it smelled a bit more caffeinated, and I guess maybe if it had that ingredient in there, it helped to wake me up, I don't know. But again, my skin liked it. I didn't find any irritation or sensitivity around my eyes or anything like that. The same with the toner. I used it like all over my face and my neck and around my ears and stuff. I adored it. And lastly, I think what's my favourite product is the face moisturiser. This was so thick, but not thick in terms of heavy and like clogging your pores. It felt like maybe I just used it at the right time, but again my skin drank it up, and I'm surprised. I don't know, I'm just very surprised at how much I enjoyed these products and how much my skin has reacted to them, like positively. It feels so soothed, so clean and fresh and just smoothed, and like especially this area here, I was getting pretty like dry because of wearing masks and stuff and like sweating against the mask and it drying and just being gross, but I felt like it was hydrated for hours on end. Yeah, so these combination of products I really enjoyed. If I ever see them on sale or something is when I probably will get them. Now that I've tried them, the novelty for me has worn off and I wouldn't purchase these for the sake of it at that price point. But again, if they're on sale or something like that, or a good deal, I will definitely use these again. So yeah, I have very much enjoyed these. The foaming facial wash is still going strong. all of these are done now, so they lasted about 4 weeks if you guys are interested in knowing how long the travel set lasts. So I guess that really does wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. Bye.